Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Melo7 Gaming, and we are playing MechWarrior 5. We're back with another quick experiment, and this one will be very quick and I think very fun. I was asked in the comments today, can the AI change its own weapon groups? Is it actually locked to the way we set it up? All of our experiments up to this point have been predicated upon the fact that the AI must use the weapon groups we give them. But I never tested that. That's an assumption, a rather large one. So what we're going to do is, I think it's true, otherwise I wouldn't have assumed it, but you shouldn't, right? We're supposed to be scientists here. So I've got four mechs that have mostly one fire group. Now, I have one on all my weapons. So my ultimate range for me is going to be dictated by that small laser. Now, I can shoot early. It's not going to matter, but it means the small laser will fire when I pull the trigger. Everything's going to be an alpha strike every time I pull the trigger. I'm not an AI. I just think it's fun. We've got the Battle Master here. His smallest range is a machine gun, which I want to say is like 160? 130 max range, effective about 100. Every time he pulls the trigger, every one of these is going to shoot. Now, normally that would give you issues with the PPC and the SRM6 because the lasers and the machine guns are going to shoot where your cursor is right now. There's no lag between when you pull the trigger and where it hits. These obviously have a lag as they have a projectile speed, and those projectile speeds are different. This one has 1040 and this one has 400. But assuming we force him to fire within 100 meters, it may not matter. We'll find out. Realistically, if you were to do something like this when it counted, you'd be much better off with an all-energy build or energy and machine guns. You wouldn't want PPCs, you wouldn't want SRM6s, you want to have large, small, medium lasers, pulse lasers, that sort of stuff. All right, now this one is a little bit different. I did give him his arms as a separate, so we have somebody to take down flyers if we want. But the two machine guns are in the arm, so that's going to tie this PPC to his arms, so or to the short range as well. I did the same thing with the Cyclops here. If we take a look at his weapon groups, we'll see he's got two medium lasers just by themselves on the arms as well. Again, just for helicopter maintenance, so to speak. Everything else is in weapon group 1, including his Gauss rifles and his small pulse laser, which is technically his smallest range weapon. So we're not quite tied to the smallest. You know what? Screw it. I'm taking those off. I want everything tied to that pulse laser. And then finally, we have our Night Star back here. Whoops, before I screw it up. Let's take a look at the Night Star's loadout. Twin Gauss, pulse lasers, ERPPC, and a small laser, and weapon groups. It is all in one. So, will they only fire alphas? Will they only fire alphas when they're in range of every weapon? That's another big question. Like, will he shoot at 100 and at, I don't know, what's the range of a Gauss? Will he shoot at 600 meters when he's got a shot, even though the pulse lasers and small lasers won't hit? I don't know. Those are both fairly important questions, though, as we continue our investigations into AI, especially when we're dealing with things like weapon priority, weapon selection, range band selection by the AI. These are fundamental to the arguments we're making and to the to our explorations in this. So I think we need to do a quick one. So we're just going to do one fight because it's fun. So we've got assaults. We're dramatically overtonned for what we need. You know what? Hold on. Let's go back here. I'm not going to partake right away. So let's leave it where it is. I probably will at the end. Once we get a firm result on whether they fire everything, I'll come in guns blazing the ante just because I want to. And this does lead ultimately to another experiment that we will do in the future. I think it was Philip that suggested we check damage on mechs that are set up for just Alpha Strike versus mechs that are maybe set up for 2 weapons per group versus a mech that's set up with every single weapon is in its own group. And I think that's a hugely important exploration. And this is going to give us a little bit of an idea whether that experiment, whether that's even going to work, right? Can we force him to fire everything at once? And if so, will he do it regardless of range or only when in range of every weapon?
Allied forces are attempting to withdraw from this area and need us to screen their retreat. We're to link up with the remaining friendlies screening the retreat and hold the enemy forces as long as possible. We have an opportunity for a hefty combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back. Take that, you bastard!
Oh, we did see a shot. Oh my god, they are shooting. How far away are we? I'm 427 away. They are clearly not waiting to get into close range. Let's see what the Night Star does. Oh, he did fire everything, but that dude is here. No, back up, get out of the way, the Night Star. I do not want an alpha strike on me.
Got another one. Tango destroyed.
He's turning around to get that spider. He's like, crap, where is he? Should we take the shot? I want to take the shot. I think we missed. I think I missed my alpha. I did about 40 heat on it. Oh, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna get toast. They have now closed to within range, but I believe initially they shot regardless, and I might have to go back and take a look at that. He's looking for that flyer. I just can't get away from this dude. And what are you gonna do? You're about 250 away. That looked like just medium lasers.
Enemy eliminated.
Oh. Okay, that looked like everything went in once.
Weapon system's failing. I have to eject.
I mean, he was there, right?
Eliminated.
I mean, how many of you could have? Oh wait, I'm gonna go F1, F3. Let's put everybody up there for now. Let's force them to be at a little bit of range. And then once they're all up there, I'll go ahead and I will... in fact, I'm going to move them a little bit farther away. I'm going to put them there. Then we'll have a better idea of whether they shoot at range or not. Where are you going? Why are you coming down here? You were just told to go up there.
Target acquired.
Where's our Battlemaster going? F1, that's everybody. F3.
Destination reached.
Are you going to go this time? I have no idea where this Battlemaster's going. Everybody else went there. There's no targets. They've all come down. There's nothing to shoot, but every single one of them has come down. F1. All units. F3.
Regrouping at requested.
And then he leaves. He's like, no, I'm going somewhere else.
On station, Commander.
Is it because the hill is too steep?
Moving out.
What if we go there? Is that a better spot? I wonder if that hill was just too steep. Okay, be careful of your selection. We just learned something. If they don't like the spot, they just ignore it completely. Even though they say okay, they completely ignored it. Alright, let's get in here a little bit closer.
I'm at the location, Commander.
What type of shape is that dude in? Okay. I think we need to get about 300. Of course, the Annie's not very fast, so this is maybe not the best mech to have taken, but look at that alpha. I mean, who doesn't want that? That is really, really... Man, it feels good. Okay, I'm getting the hell out of here now. Alright. This will give us a good opportunity, though, to see if they are shooting already. They are not being held to the range requirements of the weapon. Even though it's tied to the group, they don't care. They are shooting. Now, are they shooting everything? I can't tell. The PPC is definitely shooting. Medium lasers definitely shot. I don't think they are. I think the group fires, but they are only shooting the weapons that are in range. If they are in range, they shoot them all. If they're not in range, they don't. I didn't expect that. But we're clearly not seeing these small lasers go. We know his machine guns aren't going. Although, honestly, I haven't seen him shoot anything yet.
Target acquired.
I'm just going to sit here and watch the Battlemaster. I want to see what he shoots when he shoots. Yeah, I mean, we see the Night Star. The PPCs are firing. The Gauss is firing, but that's it. Same thing for the Cyclops. Oh, he just shot him in the back. Somebody said that, and I agreed, that if you give them an F3 rather than an F2, that they spread out a little bit more. We're not really seeing that here.
Lost our components.
Now, what happens if I tell them to attack? Will they move up? Nope, that guy's dead.
Hostiles are escalating their assault on your position, Commander.
All right, I'm going to
Be
tell them to
careful.
go after somebody here and see if they'll move up to fire everything, or are they going to stay back at range?
Target acquired.
Moving on lance target.
They're still sitting back. Battlemaster's moved up a little bit. These two have not. They have chosen to stay back.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Okay. They've moved up a little bit, but I think just to get a better line of sight on him, they're not going up. I mean, what's his range? 700. So they are clearly not moving up even into medium range, I don't believe. Now they are. Those are medium lasers, the green ones. But there were no medium lasers on that. What does he have on him?
Acquired.
He's got a small laser. He's not firing it. A little surprised he didn't die.
New target acquired.
Just because I can. That's really it. Now that they're in close, we're seeing it, but it took them a long time to move.
I got it.
New target.
I can't believe this guy's living.
Critical system offline.
Well, I can't get two quick alphas on this thing without shutting down. At least not in stock build. Now they're moving back. Now they're firing everything.
Target acquired. Target.
Enemy battle mech eliminated.
Yeah, wow.
Target.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
All right. Well, this changes everything. So they are not locked to the weapons regardless of weapon grouping. They are not forced to close, and
Target acquired.
given the option, they don't necessarily. They have stayed in back. Now they are moving forward this time. They're under no commands at this point. They were told to attack last time. And that cleared the I'm gonna get out of the way before I get shot in the back. Those went on either side of me. Two of the three have moved up, but the Night Star stayed back.
Target acquired.
He only has the ones, well, he's got two pulse lasers, but I guess in balance, the ER, PPC, and the Gauss means that he's much more likely to stay back. What has he got? He's lost his PPC, so his one long-range weapon is gone. Therefore, it makes sense for him to move up.
Target acquired.
He still has two Gauss. But he's moved up anyway. Not into pulse range, though. Small pulse range, he's not in there. We'll see that. I want to say that's red. I'm seeing that Gauss go out.
I repeat, component
Well, he
lost.
just lost a Gauss.
New target acquired.
I missed everything badly on that. We'll just steal some glory there. We didn't really. Nothing died.
New target acquired.
Wow, that really surprises me. I mean, he's down to medium lasers, machine guns, but he's not closing to machine gun range, I don't believe. 200,
Target acquired.
300. Well, he's in 100. He does have the machine guns left, right? Yeah. Let's see if we can hear him going. I don't hear the machine guns. He's not closing to machine gun range. He's just relying on the medium lasers at this point. Oh, there's a machine gun, but it's somebody shooting me.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay. The Night Star's moved in. I don't know that he... Well, probably just because he got too close, right? The fight got here. He's actually backed away. That was the small laser. That's the first time I've seen that, I think, fire since we moved up to the hill.
Target acquired.
Let's just take down the building and then we'll figure out where he is. Wow. Okay. So we can tie things to alpha strikes per se, but they are not required to fire every
My
weapon.
scope is lighting up with more targets
Or
converging on your position.
they're not
Commander.
required to fire
Stay
every weapon
frosty.
that's not in range. If it's not in range, they don't shoot it.
Target acquired.
We'll just move up with the ante and start shooting stuff. We'll watch our heat. We're up to 35. We're down to 35. We take about 35 heat when we do that, when we alpha strike.
Heat critical.
So we need to get down to about 65 before we shoot again. We're almost there. Take it down to 60.
Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Switch over to this dude.
Component destroyed.
I need to get down a little bit longer, a little bit more, a little bit more. Let's get down to 60. Hey, dude. You gonna show me your back? I'll burn off some more heat if you're gonna give me a back shot here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, one shot, one kill.
Target
Yeah, wait for him to
destroyed.
start to turn, and he no longer has any relative velocity left right to me. We'll go this way in case he loops back around to go after this guy. Not sure where he's going, but we'll continue the push in hopes that he doesn't loop back to our left. Here, I'm going to cut in front of you, Cyclops. Sorry about that. I let him and he turned.
Target.
We've reached our quarter, Commander. From here on out, we're racking up bonus pay.
Well, we're not. I'm going to
Around
run.
As long as you like. We're on standby to pick you up when you're ready for evac.
We'll tell everybody to move. And I'll run for the hills. Run for the hills. I sing it badly
Sounds
just so
like
I don't
a
get a
pickup,
copyright
Commander.
strike, because, normally,
Welcome home.
they'd be, oh my god, that's Bruce Dickinson. We'd get shut down. It's a dead ringer for him. There's no way you sang that. All right, well, Cyclops the Night Star both did over 1,000 damage. The Battlemaster, which we saw, he lost the PPC early, and at that point he kind of stayed back. He sat on the hill for a long time, which surprised me a little bit. He did not move up, even though he could have. I wonder if the F3 sit at this place gives them a much stronger compulsion to stay within a given radius than F2 does. Because we saw in the other experiments, I'd say F2, they'd be 300-400 meters up if there was an enemy. They'd just go charging off. They would care less. But clearly for F3, he sat on the hill rather than move forward 50, 60 meters and be in range of the mediums. I just did not see that coming. So essentially what we've seen here is that while they do appear to be limited to the weapon group, meaning they can't fire weapons separately of each other. They do not have to fire every weapon in the group, and if that weapon is not in range, they will not fire it. They will not waste the heat, even though it's in the group. I don't have that option. If it's in the group and I hit the one button, everything fires regardless of range. I think. You guys check the replay. Let me know. To make sure that when I did push the button, because I did a few times, that we saw every weapon fire with that effect. But they are not limited to that regardless. So, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't change everything, but it definitely changes something. We definitely have to think about these experiments in a slightly different way now that we know just because we gave them the group, they're not required to fire the weapon within the group, at least not out of range. So, interesting result. Was not expecting it, clearly, based on the assumptions and the comments we've made in previous videos. But good to know. So hope you got something out of this one. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. According to analytics, something like 89 or 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. You know, if you'd like the notification or just the pop up on your screen there that we've done something, go ahead and make sure you do that. And if you have more comments for other experiments you'd like us to see, like this one, which was a viewer requested one. In fact, give me just a second here, and I'll tell you who made the comment. I should have had that prepared ahead of time. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm a bad YouTuber. Unchained Fenrir. He said, I was thinking that you put all weapons in one fire group to see if the AI can decide their own groups like we do. So thank you for the suggestion, Unchained Fenrir. Really appreciate it. It was a great one, and it really struck at kind of the basics of what we thought. And for the rest of you, if you've got ideas, make sure you let me know what they are. And I just started a text file today to get all of the comments in because there have been more. And we'll start working our way down through the list. Thank you much. See ya. Cheers.